strong.
Well, the sun is back out. The temperatures are going to be warming up from here on out the rest of the week as we check out the timeline for today. Drier forecast. We move into the midweek planner. There is going to be a chance for a few showers by tomorrow afternoon here as we look a little bit farther down the road. Summer just may take over for a few days here. I know we just recently begun the spring season, but the temperatures, they may say a little otherwise toward that Thursday, Friday, and even start of the weekend forecast. We're outside looking at I-20 Riverwatch Parkway exit by our studios. What a gorgeous shot. Blue sky and almost 70. Winds no more than about 3 to 5. So as the sports crew was out there at Champions Retreat for a practice day, the women's amateur, it's going to be a gorgeous day. Not having to battle really strong winds either. So that's one good thing about it. Top to bottom, we do have some temperatures that are trying to catch up with the 70s. Still on the mid 60s train there from Washington to Saluda. We get into Barnwell, Allendale, Sylvania like us here in the metro. We're already starting to see some 70-degree readings, and we'll just keep it going. Lower 80s is well above the average. Right now, the average 74 for this time of year. I'd say we're doing just fine here. The breeze kind of shifting a little bit more to the north. Regionally, just beautiful dry weather. A little bit cooler back across northern Alabama and Huntsville at 50s, but we're enjoying 70s all the way across the East Coast here. Myrtle Beach, a little cloudy, low 70s down in Savannah. Also Brunswick, Georgia here. But here's where the heat starts coming into play. And this is what we're talking about as far as feeling a summer-like outlook with upper 80s to 90-degree readings. And that definitely may start up on Thursday and start into the weekend. Pollen levels, hey, it was a great rain yesterday. We don't always like the severe aspects that come with it, but that pollen meter is going to be back on the high side for the rest of the week. Now, talking about rain chances, well, the map is showing that, favoring not too much rainfall. It doesn't look like we're expected to see a washout, but tomorrow afternoon, out of the next 5 may be the only opportunity we get until maybe the end of the weekend. So going through the rest of today, we just keep that nice, dry, sunny weather coming in. Upper 70s to lower 80s, filling in here at about 4:30 to 5 o'clock. Tomorrow morning, we might have to contend with a little dense fog in the morning, as warm as the afternoons are getting, and then we cool down in what could be some 50s and 60s. So we'll start off with a little bit of cloud cover there. We're starting to notice that onshore flow with a southwesterly pull or southeasterly pull off the Atlantic. That could feed some moisture in, and we got to watch the skies tomorrow between 3 and about 6 o'clock during the heating of the day, which could pull in maybe a chance of a shower. Thursday kind of seems to start off just like tomorrow will. A little bit cloudy in the morning, but boy, those temperatures are really driving up with that southerly flow here. Humidity levels are going to come up as well, and we're going to look to see those temperatures really start warming up into the upper 80s. Well, for the rest of the afternoon here, absolutely no rain in the forecast. We should be up close to 80 degrees here into 4 and 5 o'clock. And as we continue into that 7-day stretch, it's nothing but heat. Upper 80s and 90s there Friday, Saturday. Those overnight lows. How comfortable are those looking here? Nothing around freezing here. Yes, 50s and 60s. A dry start to the weekend. Now you look at Sunday, there's another front coming in. That is definitely going to put a punch in our area as far as temperatures go. 87 with that 40% chance of a few storms, but look how much cooler we're going to get into the start of next week. We're going from upper 80s to barely 70 degrees as we go into the start of next week with another tournament coming around the corner. It looks like we may start that a little bit cooler than average into next week.